everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a hotshot rookie looking to see what he can do against perhaps the greatest of all time. It's Deshaun Watson matching up with Tom Brady.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, does he? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Time running out here on the play clock. After the interception, here's Watson. Now he's flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Watson now on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flushed out right, and he fires one, but incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out come the Patriots. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to Dorsett. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right.
Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw is Brady. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, it's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
This is James White, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie out of Oregon State, Treston Deku.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And oh boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So after the INT, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
53! 55! 55!
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in position.
Check 4, check 4. Check. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Switch. Watch out. Watch the twist. 55. Go. 55. Go. Check 26.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Dorsett's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Brady now on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Brady to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still I think Coach Bill O'Brien might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Okay, we got four. We got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
To throw on second is Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position and make a play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
72. 72. Go.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage. Did you need for a first down?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Brady, and that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Brady now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now Brady again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Will Tye, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. He's letting it fly for... And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have...
wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw is Watson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's up and good. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
first and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Shelton with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Well,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. DJ Reader breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here's Ryan Allen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion.
20.
Brady going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
As we well know, James White was an absolute man in the Super Bowl, but boy, his regular season wasn't bad either. Had 60 catches.
60 catches, more than Martellus Bennett, more than Chris Hogan, something that went overlooked in his arsenal. Brady now on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On play action, now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And he is knocked down from the side. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Easy.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back now in Foxborough. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a carry for White. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. On 1st down, Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Carlos Watkins in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The 1st sack of his NFL career. Now Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, good move. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd and 10 here.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
Ohio! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They'll run with Foreman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's got Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Foreman. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On second down, here's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On the carry, it's Davis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Brady. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the 4th quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. New England on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, New England. Now White shifts by him, and he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this, and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the audience, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with time running out. And the Texans have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's Davis now. And some room to work. And now running right through it. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One final try now for Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 4.